I know how angry you are, and I know what you're angry about. I'm going to end tonight, as I always aim to, on a positive note. But let's start with this.
What I didn't know is that it would hurt so much. I didn't expect this to break my heart. For him to cast a dark shadow on our most sacred right.
What a total charlatan, casting a dark shadow over our most sacred right. You mean like this?
Trump knows he's an illegitimate president.
I don't see this president-elect as a legitimate president.
I've created an illegitimacy clock. It's on my website. If you look at it, it tells you how many days and hours Donald Trump has been illegitimate as president.
For 4 years, they plotted and schemed to undermine and overturn the sacred right of American democracy. For 4 years, they smeared the duly elected president and his supporters. Not my president, they screamed, not my president. 4 years on, still they're at it, still they parade their reckless, condescending intolerance.
I'm not going to say that 50% of Americans are racist and sexist and homophobic, but I will say that that tells me that they will look the other way to that kind of behavior, to the plight of their fellow Americans, if personally they feel that they are doing okay and that they will do better under that type of presidency. And that, I think, is despicable. It is un-American.
From deplorable to despicable. 4 years of non-stop hate. And now they want the Americans they dismiss and demean to just roll over and pay homage to the new regime. No, no, no. They go on about democratic norms and how Trump is undermining them. Right, let's follow their example. Let's uphold their norms, Democrat norms.
Joe Biden should not concede under any circumstances.
Under any circumstances. Now, I wouldn't go that far. Refusing to concede under any circumstances would be an attempted coup. That may be a Democrat norm, but it's certainly not a democratic one. So let's agree this. And how could any reasonable person not agree? Every legal vote should be counted. No illegal vote should be counted. Any evidence of fraud or irregularity should be brought forward and the courts should adjudicate. That's what the president said. That's what Mitt Romney said. It's even what Biden said.
It ain't over till every vote is counted. Every ballot is counted.
Every election has some level of fraud, irregularity, error. Usually it doesn't affect the outcome. But when it's this close, this important, with this many late changes to the rules, of course we should investigate thoroughly. Not just for the sake of seeing our chosen candidate win, but for the sake of faith in our system. We've just made a massive change to that system with very little planning and very little scrutiny. It looks like it's here to stay. So it is essential to have a proper understanding of what happened. That's not just in President Trump's interest, it's in the Republican Party's interest, and it's in America's interest. And by the way, everyone knows that if the positions were reversed, every single Democrat, every Biden propagandist on CNN and NBC and everywhere else would be telling Biden to fight and fight and fight to the end. So we can do without the lectures about undermining democracy from the people who did nothing but that for 4 years with their Russia conspiracy, who tried to derail a presidency with endless investigations, pseudo-scandals and a phony impeachment.